You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.
Welcome back, all you little darlings out there, to The Mentality Show, episode 31, Halloween edition. Welcome. Let's give ourselves a hand, gentlemen.
Yes.
The Halloween edition of The Mentality Show. That's why you see us all in our costumes here. We had to go trick-or-treating, get some candy, get some ass, all kinds of stuff, man. That's what we do here on The Mentality Show. So, gentlemen, how was your week? How was everybody's week? Everybody had a good week?
Excellent week.
Yeah? Excellent week, Sean?
Outstanding week, man.
Outstanding week?
Hey, always good with the kids running around, baby.
That's right.
Hey, other things are going on too, man. Life is good right now.
Life is good.
I'm a floating head. I mean, just
You are a little. I could see you're floating.
Sean had done dressed like the Green Lantern today, not knowing that we have a green screen here. So if he's looking like a period with teeth, then you understand what's going on here. So
this
A period of a dot, right?
period,
Yeah, there
the
you
dot
go,
period,
there we go.
not the female period. The dot period.
So I'd already gone down that road.
Too black. I'm too black for red.
Yeah. So, and then when he takes his thing off, his green, he looks like an exclamation point with teeth. So that's it. I got one more for you.
Go,
because
because I'm going to get this 10-gallon hot dog head right here, man. He look like a choked out hot dog
I
blood.
think he's just holding his head up. So
Yeah, here we go.
there you go.
Just shake your head.
All right, so we're in a festive mood for Halloween. We love this time of year. For all the holidays coming up, we're going to be doing something different on those holidays as well. But gentlemen, we are here, The Mentality Show. All you Mentalians out there, be safe tonight when you're trick-or-treating. I'll remind you of that again in case you forget. But let's tell you a little bit about our show. Before we talk about anything here, let's chime in. If you want to chime in on some of the things we have to talk about, the number is 818-570-5085, 818-570-5085. We got a lot we're talking about today. As you know, it's Halloween. It's that scary time of year where people focus on creepy, scary things. Vato V scared the shit out of me when he walked in here today. I'm a very scary guy. I scare easily, man. So
Metro.
goblins, goons, and ghouls. And does anybody know what a ghoul is?
I don't know. Something dead.
Something dead, right?
They need a doctor for sure.
Something.
They need reviving.
Ghouls scare me. Okay, so we talk about we're going to focus on creepy, scary things on today's show. We're going to focus on all that, and men, we're afraid of a lot of things. Okay, but one thing, I don't care how manly you are, that we're very afraid of. We're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about the 10 scariest women you do not want to go out with. Okay, we're all going to talk about each woman that we are completely afraid of. 10 scariest women you do not want to go out with. But before we get into that, I want to talk about our sponsor, LA Aerial Image.
That's right.
In the house.
What?
Tech C. That's
Big up, mate.
Now.
That's what's up. Oh, nice. LA Aerial Image. They do all the production on our show and other shows you've seen just all over YouTube. These guys, this company is the. Oh shit! That's okay. Damn, you scared me. You scared me even more without the thing on. So, LA Aerial Image, they are the company for you if you want to get some high-tech productive stuff going on. Also, do you care about your environment?
No.
Oh yeah.
Do you care about the value of your home, gentlemen?
Yes, I do. I do.
All right. Well, if that's important to you, if you want to get into high energy efficient home products, HVAC, roofing, windows, solar panels, even cool paint that reflects 80% of the sun, saving you up to 30% on your electricity bill, also reducing the carbon footprint here in California, 100% customer satisfaction rating. You want to go with horizonsupgrade.com. That is Horizon. Actually, the company is called Horizons Upgrade, and the website is horizonsupgrade.com. And if you want to know any more about the products I just mentioned, the number is 818-817-6060. Those are the guys who will take care and answer those questions for you. So let's get into it, gentlemen, here. As you know, we talk about everything on this show, right? We talk about everything, right?
Everything, yes, sir.
Everything from the Halloween season and everything I repeated to the parents out there, please check your kids' candy before you let them eat it.
That's right. Yes, sir.
Because we care. We care here in the Mentality
Yeah,
Show.
sure do.
Yeah, what else do we cover there, Todd?
From everyone talking about the news and Halloween, when it comes to my rhyme, I just didn't have time in between.
You fucked up, Scully.
You fucked it up.
Fucking
good
shit
one,
up.
though.
I was
At least
out
that
doing
rhymed.
some serious pirate shit.
You're doing some looting and pirating and
I'm a fucking pirate. I like
Raping and
copious
stuff.
amounts of booty.
doing some Me Tooing. Some Me
Booty
Tooing.
bites and lots of booty.
Lots of booty. Lot of booty.
What else did we cover there, LaShawn?
I'm just a little creeped out by this Klan member next to me. I didn't know what he was dressing up as. Look, man.
I got your back.
Hey. Y'all watching this, right? Floating head. Look, the Mentality Show is never a bore. All these fucks on this panel are creepy behind closed doors.
That's right, baby. Socks and sandals.
We don't hide. We don't care. We're not ashamed. We're not ashamed.
Negative.
All right, what else did we cover? Incredible cabbage. I mean, Texas. What else did we cover there, buddy?
All right, broke back. From depression and us helping people get back on track.
Hey.
Hey,
Hey.
LaShawn fucked up your rhyme this time.
Everybody
Can we
check your
turn his
phones.
mic off?
We got our phones checked. Okay, sorry about that, folks. We are live. Okay, so
Yep.
things happen.
We're live.
Go ahead.
Oh, my turn again?
Yes,
Yeah.
go ahead, Texas.
From depression and us helping people get back on track to Idella looking like his ass is in broke back.
I'm a
Give
black
him some
cowboy,
ass.
baby. Proud of it. Proud of it.
You like giving that ass.
We didn't have too many black cowboys back in the days, man, so I'm representing.
We still don't.
Just one.
That is not a cowboy. That's a hot dog with a freaking blood bandana on.
Urban
With
cowboy.
a McDonald's
Proud of
straw
it.
hat.
Proud of it. Proud of it.
Yeehaw.
Vato V, what do we cover?
From all the crazy shit happening around the world and a president that's just plain mean, to all of us here at the Mentality Show, wishing all of our Mentalians a happy Halloween.
Nice.
All right.
Nice. Happy, safe Halloween,
Happy
too,
safe
especially.
Halloween. That's right, baby.
From last week's topic and how we discussed cancer to LaShawn the Dunn looking like a black-ass lantern. Was it the green lantern? Now we got the black lantern on the show today. Special guest.
It's a floating lantern.
He's a flowing head, flowing period.
Halloween. Hey, put my
Scaring
head
all
Happy
the
Halloween.
kids.
Put my head down, bro.
Scaring the kids
Your
and
blackness.
the adults. The kids and the adults. Oh man, so we like to do something on this show every week, every once in a while when we see a very interesting current event out there, and this is Halloween, so there's lots of scary things happening in the world, but Sculligan, our newsman here, he found something very, very interesting. You want to tell the people what you found going on in the world there, Sculligan?
Absolutely, I do, and it's very interesting. It comes straight out of Florida again, and what the fuck, Florida? Anyone out there listening?
Florida,
What
man.
the fuck? Why does the craziest shit come out of there? I thought we were fucked up out here.
Rather
Crazy,
gum-
man.
We got
endless craziness.
yeah, we got two middle school age girls that brought knives to school, and were planning on killing their classmates, cutting them up, and drinking their fucking blood.
Killing their classmates. I bet you these were white girls, weren't they? Little white girls, right?
That
Were these your little girls too?
I cannot confirm. They were not mine because they wouldn't have got caught.
I got that ass whooped.
I told you not to bring knives to school. Motherfucker.
God, our name.
So okay, how did they get caught?
They got caught sitting in the stall of the bathroom. Their plan was they brought knives and they brought a pizza cutter
They're about to do
pizza
it.
cutter.
and a knife sharpener. They got this whole plan from watching fucking gory movies apparently.
Stop watching.
So yeah.
Stop
So
watching
anyways,
that Goosebumps shit.
they didn't show up to class one day, and they were found in the bathroom stall where they were going to await students. And their target students were small students, obviously, because
The
they were
little
fucking
guys.
wusses.
Right.
But
Wow.
they were going to get as many as they could. They wanted to cut their throats, cut them up, drink the blood.
And how are they going to do this one at a
delicious.
time? Like a kids are going to stand in line. Like, am I next to get cut, please?
Yeah.
When am I going to get cut? I mean,
Yeah, like you're even to get through the front fucking door. But we're talking about kids here. I mean, their ages 11 and 12. So, and that's what makes it even worse. It's 11 and 12. Where'd you even come up with this and even try and pull this shit
it was
off?
something they saw on television.
Yeah,
Something
what
they saw
video
on
game
television.
is to blame, or what song did they hear?
Something.
I mean, even
Zombies.
the radios become more crazy these days. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like they used to bleep out a lot of stuff. Now it's pretty much. I wonder what she just said right now. Obviously, you know.
Yeah,
it's pretty easy to pick it up.
Right, yeah. I mean, they just black out like a half a second of whatever the word is. You know, instead of saying fuck, they go uck. I mean,
Yeah.
come on. We already know what you're saying.
Yeah.
So kids are going to know. Kids, you know, they're smarter than you think, except for these two.
Yeah, well, the
chicks.
plan was they thought that they'd be worse sinners the more they killed, so they would commit suicide and then go to hell and be with Satan.
That still might happen. I mean,
Happy Halloween.
A one-way ticket.
2 words: mental health. They need to be looked at.
Yeah.
They need to be interviewed. They need to be talked to.
Yeah.
They need to be analyzed. I mean, at that age, if they're thinking like that, I mean, we've all worked. We've worked with kids. All of us are in that industry, and we've worked with some kids with some mental health issues.
Yeah.
They say if a kid is doing something strange to animals, that's a good sign. And I bet you kids talking about cutting up other kids and drinking their blood, you might want to look into that
red
too.
flag.
You know?
Red
Yeah,
flag.
red flag. Yeah.
I think also the parents are probably hella embarrassed off of this more than anything. You know,
Yeah.
your kid is involved with this kind of dumb behavior. You know, it's
Right.
like, ugh. As a parent, you're like, okay, where'd I go wrong? It's
Right.
okay as a parent to say, hey, you're not fucking with that kid. You know, like put your kid aside and be like, nope,
Yeah.
you're not gonna hang out with that one.
No,
You're,
mijo.
you're
No,
the one
mijo.
in charge.
No, mijo.
Yeah.
You run the
no.
show.
I think they just need a good old fashioned ass whooping.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Whip that
For
crazy
sure.
out of them.
Whip the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Make them think twice about it. So,
Yep.
Pinche chinga.
so is that it, Skelligan?
Yeah, that's about all they had
No
on
more
it. I don't
crazy
think there
little
is much to
girls?
say. They're fucked up in the head, and who knows? Their parents may be fucked up in the head too. We don't know.
Where
And
was this? Oh, Florida, right?
Central Florida
Central
area?
Florida. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, Florida, man, knock it
Enough
off.
said.
That's
Enough
it.
said.
No
Yeah.
mas.
Yeah.
So,
So much shit going on over there.
Anyways, what the fuck, Florida? And chime in anytime if you're watching this now or in 3
Call
months
us
from
from
now.
Florida.
Yeah, anything you got on them. What the fuck?
818-570-5085.
5085. There you go. So, meat and potatoes of the show. Let's get to the meat, the nitty gritty, right? Let's
That's
get
right.
into it,
Let's do
okay? We're going to talk about the 10 scariest women you do not want to go out with, okay? Halloween is definitely a scary time of the year. When it truly comes to scary things in life, usually men are the culprit, right? Usually we're the ones who do stupid things. We go out,
Crazy
killing and murdering and stuff like that. Yep. As a matter of fact, men are statistically responsible for 90% of the world's homicides. So it makes sense that nearly all of history's notorious serial killers are men. But although all women are some kind of crazy, okay, we all know women got a little bit of crazy in
A
them,
little
right?
bit.
Come
Little
on
bit.
now.
Yep. There's actually a number of women out there that actually are kill crazy, okay? That's the difference between being crazy and kill crazy, all right?
Overkill.
So yeah, so today in the spirit of Halloween, we're going to talk about the most horrifying, ruthless women serial killers ever in the world.
I wonder if John Bobbitt is a Halloween costume this year. Like, remember the John Bobbitt dude? Just somebody should just walk around with like a
Cut
dick
up
that's
peen?
going like
Yeah.
4 different ways and shit with
Yeah.
some braces on it and shit.
The addictomy
Just
is
like,
it's just hanging on a chain.
A reminder.
This fucker has
That's
in his
a scary-
This fucker has in his mouth.
Broke back Cadillac.
Bobby wasn't working with much if this is what he was doing. So, I was at a costume party or Halloween party this weekend, and I'm gonna tell you, it was the most. Oh my God, this was a very, very inappropriate costume somebody was wearing. It was a young lady. She had a steering wheel in her hand, right? And she had some Asian-looking glasses on where her eyes look Asian in a wig. And I said, "What are you?" And she said, "I'm an Asian woman behind the steering wheel." Ooh, scary, I was like, "Oh, shit, oh." Okay, it's just a costume. That was pretty scary, but yeah, very inappropriate as well. So anyway, back to my point here. Some of these women we're about to name have killed over 100 people, okay? Mostly men. So we do not want to mess with these women. So let's get into it. Okay, let's get into it, Vato. Who's the first woman? Number one, this is in no particular order, okay? But Vato V is going to get into the most popular woman here on the list that you do not want to go out on a date with.
Well, anymore because she's gone. She's
Yeah,
dead.
yeah. If she was still alive,
Miss Eileen Warnos.
Yes.
Hey, this chick, man, she was a crazy female. She was actually she was a prostitute in Florida.
Big
Hey,
up,
good
Florida.
writer
Big up.
in
Looking in.
You got brighter in here.
Hey, man, 1989 to 1990, she killed approximately 8 men in a point blank range. What she did was she claimed that these guys were trying to rape her, and she just liked killing. She killed the first one, and then she said, "You know what? This is gonna be my motive." And from that point
Can make a
forward,
living out of this.
make a
Can
living
make a
out
good
of
living
this.
out of
Yeah,
this.
exactly.
Was that Monster? Is that?
Yeah, that's actually
That's the
one-
Monster
movie,
one?
That's
yeah.
a monster movie.
Oh, okay.
The movie
Charlize
Monster.
Theron, she played her,
Oh,
right?
she did a hell of a job in that
hell of a
movie.
job.
That was a great movie.
Uglied
man.
herself up and everything.
That was a great movie.
Yeah.
So yeah, this chick, the reason why they found her was because she was in a minor accident with one of her victims, the car, and the cops pulled her over, And that was it, man. She started
Yeah.
confessing, and that was her motive, that she killed these guys because they were trying to rape her. But she liked killing people, so there
She
it is.
hated men because
She
all
hated
of her
men.
life, men
Yes.
took advantage of her.
Yeah, she was raped when she was younger, and it had to do a lot of stuff with her childhood and stuff like that. So that's why she
There you go.
she started to hate men. She became a prostitute, and it trickled down from there. But
Yeah.
that's what happened. So she was a very notorious, infamous person,
And
and
fucked up in
you
the
know
head.
exactly. So a lot of people knew about her simply because of that. But as you can see, we have a list here of crazier women out there.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we're gonna get into that. But yeah, that was her motive, man. You know?
I'm telling you, if you don't get anything out of today's show, the 2 words today should be mental health.
Yeah.
Mental health.
Mental health. She was.
looked
She
at, get
was.
analyzed.
She actually was the first female to be executed for her crimes. Here in
First?
one of the infamous that we know
Sure,
of.
more infamous,
Yeah.
but
She
I don't think
turned
she
her
was
life-
the first.
Yeah,
She
well, no,
turned
not
her
the
life-
first, but she was one of the well known serial killers to be.
She's the most
put
popular on
yeah,
this
most
list.
popular.
I
Exactly.
saw her.
You saw her?
documentary. No, her documentary. No, no,
Damn,
no.
you still with us?
God, no.
Wow.
But she did supposedly turn her life over to God at the end before she got.
They all do.
Yeah, I mean,
Mhm.
obviously you have pretty much no choice. Just why not give it a wink, you know?
Exactly.
Uh-huh.
But after all those murders, hey, if the guys were really trying to rape her, why not cut them up? You know, like that's not cool. But I think she was just using that as an excuse.
Yeah,
you know, like,
yeah.
For sure.
Well, shit, if you're fucking looking for a prostitute and shit, well, you know what? You kind of
Yeah.
fucked up there, buddy.
Well, think about, okay, she's been raped by men and
Yes.
taken advantage of sexually. So
Yeah.
you have these men who, I guess, pay for her services. She probably just snapped, caught a flashback,
Yeah.
and felt like,
Yeah.
oh my God, this man is taking advantage of me.
And that's it.
And it brought her back to her childhood when she was abused. And she happened to have a gun on him and shot the
Point blank, man.
Shot the
Point
trick,
blank.
you know?
If you're out there, mentalians, vatos out there who's trying to like get some nalgas for these crazy ass viejas, you better be careful, man, because this is what might happen to you, man. So
Watch out for the ones with daddy
she
issues.
was
exactly.
nuts.
Yeah.
If you have daddy issues out there, gentlemen, ya valieron madre,
Daddy
cabrón.
issues or uncle
chick-
issues.
If a chick
mean,
tells you
I don't
she
know.
has daddy issues,
Oh, yeah,
she
you gotta
might
go.
just be more than crazy. She might,
She'll be on the
ready to
list.
kill you.
She's on the list.
ready to
She's
get on
going
the
to tell you
list.
voluntarily to have daddy issues?
Hmm?
Is that what he said? She tells you she has daddy issues?
If you're dating a woman and you sense that she has
Oh,
daddy
sense.
issues, or if she tells you, you might want to look deeper
She'll
into
be
that.
like,
Yeah.
I have daddy
Balls
issues.
deep.
Balls deep.
Gotta go,
Exactly.
right?
Exactly.
Balls
So,
deep.
all right, let's go ahead and move on to your crazy lady, Texie, the one you will not date. Who is that going to be?
My lady her name is Judy Buenano.
Uh-huh. What did she
And
do?
She killed
The Black Widow, right?
Oh, yeah.
The Black Widow.
Black
That's what
Widow,
they called it. Yeah.
right, okay.
So she killed her husband, and then later on she remarried, or she got engaged, and then she killed that dude,
Yep.
and then she killed her son,
Yeah.
and then she got into another relationship. She tried to kill that guy
Mhm.
with the same way. She used arsenic. She was giving him vitamins,
Yeah.
giving him vitamins, and saying that here you'll feel better.
Yeah.
And they later, a few days later, they die.
Yeah.
Well, this last one, she tried to kill with arsenic. He didn't die. He went to the hospital, got out, and then she blew up his car. He went to start his car and it blew up. And he survived
Damn.
that shit. So this guy wasn't gonna die.
Damn.
This
still
guy, was
with
not,
her.
this guy was not gonna die. So
Mafioso.
Yeah.
yeah.
She's mafioso. Shit.
Yeah.
And then they finally investigated. So she didn't get investigated for none of the other deaths. And then this last one, they were like, well, all her other people in the family have died.
Let's check her out.
Check her out. So
When did this happen? What
Yeah.
year was
it was in the
this?
70s.
Yeah, where
70s,
where did that
74,
happen?
Alabama.
See, women were
Florida.
able.
Florida.
That's
Checking
Florida.
in.
That was Florida.
Florida, checking in.
Women were able to get
Big
away. Women were able to get away with a lot back in the days because men, in their mind, couldn't fathom a woman being.
And that's what the
Crazy
guy,
like
that's what the
this.
last one said. No, it would never be her. You know, she loves me too much. We love each other.
Yeah.
Like, it would never be her. And,
Yeah.
And it ended up
And
being
it was her.
And it turned out that she was doing it for the insurance money. She had policies on
Of
everybody.
course. Yeah.
Wow.
So, but I guess in the 70s, she only got $250,000 total. I guess in the 70s, that's a lot
That's
of
a lot
money.
of
That's a lot of money.
Lot of
Right
money,
now,
yeah.
it's not,
Shit,
I
in
mean,
2018, that's a lot
that's
of
like
money.
4 people she died. No, 4 people. I mean,
me,
today in
yeah.
2018, you kill 4 people
Yeah.
for insurance
Yeah. For
policies.
sure.
Yeah.
You're in the millions.
The
Oh,
car,
yeah.
And the cars in the
Couple.
70s, they had really
For
large
lives.
trunks also, so
Yeah.
you could get a few in one shopping trip.
There you go.
Judy, it sounds like an episode of First 48 or something, man.
Yeah,
Like,
man. That's crazy. Yes.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, it's Florida, so that black lady with the big old
I
gap,
think-
man, she's got a lot of work out
I think
there.
Delano would be like, I'd still fuck her.
She ain't doing nothing to me.
We're gonna get into the women
Bareback,
that's.
not scared.
We're gonna get into the hot crazy women on this list. Because okay, you know Ted Bundy, this dude killed lots of women.
Women, yeah.
And there were women in court still wanting to marry this guy. Manson,
course.
he actually got
Why he was
married
in prison,
to
right?
Yeah.
Why he was in prison,
insane.
right?
Yeah.
So
Insane.
you know, women are
those are crazy
paradox.
women.
Those are fucking crazy
Yeah.
bitches.
Charles
Yeah.
Manson
Hey.
was it's crazy how like he was a master like in
Masturbator?
Yeah, masturbator. Is that too? In prison.
Of course,
He was a master manipulator, you know what I mean? How he fucking got all these people to follow him and go
he
kill
got
these
hot
people.
women to follow him.
He didn't kill anybody, from my understanding.
Right,
Right?
he
Like, he
didn't.
didn't kill
He
anybody,
never-
yeah, he
but
was
he
like-
manipulated the killings.
How
So-
the fuck do you get into
Hey.
that position where like some motherfucker's gonna tell you what to do, go kill him, and okay, I'm gonna
Hey, they dropped a dime on his ass
LSD.
too, because I mean it
Real
wasn't enough
quick.
LSD. So
real quick.
like
Yeah.
that motherfucker said.
Yeah.
Yep.
That was back in the 60s where everybody just loved and LSD and drugs and everybody was just messed up in the head, man.
Yep.
And he took advantage of that, you know. He got these women to do and a couple of guys to do these killings for him. So
It's crazy, man.
all right, what we got,
Yeah.
LaShawn and Don. Who's your chick?
Oh, my chick,
How not?
Jane Topan.
What did she do?
Well, Topan was a nurse who killed dozens of patients, according to NBC.
Who you trying to sound like? Just
She was
288.
nicknamed Jolly Jane.
Jolly Jane.
She confessed to 31 murders after her arrest in 1901.
Damn.
She would kill the victims with different combinations of medicine and chemicals, and eventually she'd climb in bed with them after administering each dose.
What?
She was found not guilty by reason of insanity and committed to the
Crazy
Taunton
house.
Insane Hospital for Life.
Sexy.
Why was she
crazy
climbing in bed with him?
She probably
She
was
won that
necrophiliac, man.
necro. Yeah,
that
she
shit's
won that.
Oh,
crazy,
so
though.
she was having
Not,
sex
not
with him.
Negro. She didn't want that Negro dick.
That
She wanted that
Negro
necro dick.
Or it's not negro.
Not Negro.
Necro.
She wasn't a nagger either. She just wanted that necro dick.
There you go. There you
That's
go.
crazy.
That's some crazy
That's,
ass
just,
shit,
that's
dog.
disgusting.
So
Yeah.
31
crazy.
murders.
Top creepy one so far.
Yeah,
That
that's
was
one of the crazy
31
ones.
murders then. So 31 murders could have been stopped by sex alone.
Yeah,
That's true.
yeah.
If you got necropene.
There you go.
That's 31 cold penises.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Now let me ask you this. Have you guys noticed what's the main killing component? What are these women using to kill most of their victims?
Poison.
What are they using?
Oh, yeah,
Poison.
Poison.
Statistically,
Except
that's
for
what.
Warnos.
I think
back in the
Poison.
days, arsenic was you couldn't
Yeah.
detect it.
Can't
You could
detect
you
it.
could get
No,
away with
yeah.
murder, and murder plenty of people without getting caught.
Well,
Yeah,
except for
forensics wasn't as sharp as obviously it is
No.
today.
Yeah.
But I mean, the initial killer was the pussy. I mean, drawing a man in.
there you go. That's
That's
what it was.
The pussy's the killer.
That's what happened with mine. That's what happened with my psycho, man. So like, it wasn't poison. It was
Yeah.
pussy.
The sex got him there
Yeah.
and ultimately killed him.
Well, except
Yeah.
for your chick, these
It's
guys
the
they
Black
didn't, they
Widow.
didn't see it coming. They weren't. These were patients.
Yeah.
I mean, jeez,
That's crazy, man.
And she killed him. Man,
I wonder how many nurses
She
are out
climbed
there
it.
like fucking doing some crazy shit like that. Like that's some
Today?
More than a handful, I
I'm pretty
imagine.
there's out
sure.
there
Yeah, you would
around
get
the
caught
world.
first person.
Yeah.
Today.
That's some
Yeah,
crazy
that's
shit,
crazy.
man.
I would not want to date her.
Nope.
All right, Sculligan, who we got, buddy?
We've got Geshe Gottfried checking in from Germany.
Number 4 on our list. Fourth chick you would not
From
want to
Germany. And
Oh,
we
I know.
have another arsenic. And
Damn.
she mixed it in butter. It was mouse butter back then. They used.
Oh, butter.
They-
Butter.
It's
Delicious.
Butter better.
Yeah, she showed
basically rat poison.
delicious poison.
Hey, you want some toast and butter?
So she used that. She killed 15 different people.
Wow.
And what she would do is she would mix this concoction together and feed these people. And once they fell ill, she would offer to take care of them. So as she was taking care of them, she was slowly poisoning them until they died.
Yeah.
She wasn't too interested in job security. I
You
mean,
know,
how
you know,
gonna-
you know what's the
Yeah.
crazy shit about all this shit? Like, what the fuck do you get? Like, do you get an arousal out of this shit by you fucking just?
Some
using-
people do.
It's fucking
Yeah,
crazy,
that's
man.
Some
true.
people do. Who was
That's
that? The
crazy
guy,
shit.
is it the BTK killer? Y'all know?
BTK, like he'll fucking bind. What is it? Bind,
He
tie,
would,
and
this
whatever,
is sick.
kill, whatever.
Yeah, this dude would hang his victims, right? And as they're choking and shaking, he would just be looking at them and masturbating. That's how he would get off. That's the only way he couldn't get off sexually the regular way. He had to watch people be torture and dying
How do you-
before he can get off. You know,
Wow.
Get
that's
an erection during
That's
that.
a hell of a.
That's crazy.
if you were able to explain that, I would say you need mental health. You need mental health. So
So
if
he
you're
was-
like, you know what, I understand why maybe he hell no.
Fetishes. How do
Doctor?
people capture these fetishes? It's insane.
Well, look
like,
at
like that's a crazy ass fetish.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I need you to be choking. Like, how the fuck did that start? Like, it's a cat first.
Yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah.
Well, look
Man.
at look
Was
at
he,
look at Jeffrey Dahmer, man. That guy he was homosexual. He would get a bunch of young cats. He'll bring them up
Young
to the
black
black
man,
kids,
young
yeah.
black
Yeah,
man.
pay the
Hey, notice me
man.
and Delano like they was black.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck that shit.
I leave that point out.
That was my next. That was my next point. So you try to, he'll bring him up to his pad, man, and he just fucker will slice him up, chop him up, and he made like
would
a
lobotomize him.
Yeah, he'll fucking make like a zombie. He made a zombie. He wanted to make his perfect mate.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm sorry, that's not funny, but I'm just like,
That's some sick
how the
ass,
fuck?
Sick, yeah.
How does
crazy
the
ass
mind-
individual, man.
What happened? Like.
How the
How
fuck?
did he get caught?
No, I'm just saying
Oh.
what makes a person that possessed?
That's
Like,
what I'm saying.
What
Possessed.
happened?
That's a good word.
What
yeah.
happened?
That's what I'm saying.
You're
It's
fucked
like,
up
how,
in the head,
You're
man.
evil. You're a
Yeah,
demon.
it's like how the fuck how do you get so fucked up in the head to just fucking think I'm gonna chop somebody up and piece them together and take his teeth out and
You're
eyeballs
defective.
out? Like,
You're a
You're
defective
defective.
human
Your,
being.
yeah,
It's
your
just
shit
fucked,
didn't
yeah.
develop.
see that right there is a what the fuck
Flawed,
moment.
flawed
Like,
mind.
what
yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like how do you go?
Yeah,
through
you
that?
know how there's mass products that are made. Some cars have to go back because they're defective, and there's humans that are like that too. Some humans need to be thrown back into the pool. Defective ass humans.
You
Man.
get a defective letter. Oh, you're defective. Sure, you gotta come.
You've been recalled. Fucked up.
You've been recalled. You know?
We're gonna stop these 27 mass murders that you're gonna do. So boom, see you later.
Fucking hospital sends you a fucking recall letter up. You've been recalled.
You're doing too much weird shit. You're being called.
Shit
You're
we've
a
been
weirdo.
watching.
You're a fucking weirdo.
It's like that Minority Report movie where they see
Yeah,
they're
Tom
killing
Cruise. I
before
thought
that.
about that
They're
too.
gonna kill before they can see it before they kill.
Yeah, in the
It's
future.
like crazy ass
You're a
shit,
killer.
bro.
Yeah.
I think strengthen the laws a little more because these guys are getting a little more ballsy with this mass, and I'm gonna shoot you because I'm having a bad day. Like fuck you, dude. Like just go in the closet and blow your own head off.
Yeah.
And
Please.
leave everybody else to live their life, but they need to strengthen up.
There you go.
Like start doing execution stuff. Listen,
Nice.
Yeah,
Cat-
Rebecca?
lovely.
Shit's
Rebecca,
getting scary.
Is that the lovely Rebecca?
Yes, it is.
In California,
And
these
her
people get
makeup
on death
artist
row
and
and they
stuff.
don't ever die.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
That's what I'm
the
saying,
other
like,
point that I was going to
yeah.
bring about was they need to start killing. Like if you did
Kill
murder,
the motherfuckers.
kill these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
What are we doing paying these dollars for a
So
murder or
To
somebody
keep 'em
that
alive
killed
and
27 people in the
chilling
church
in
or wherever?
But you know what's
Or-
Right.
But
No, kill 'em.
here's the crazy shit
'Cause-
though. Like when they're on death row, believe it or not, it costs more to kill an inmate than to have them behind the bar, behind whatever the fuck when they're locked up.
How
It's
does-
like-
I don't believe that
How do you
shit.
figure a bullet
I don't
costs
believe
like
that
$1?
shit. Hell no, a
Fucking-
bullet. Yeah.
yeah.
50
What it is it's tax dollars for like the private prison company.
That's the way it is.
Each
It's money,
each
bro.
body is
It's
a number.
money.
So
The executioner
keep
gets
him on there for 25 years.
It's money.
He's paid for that instead of just killing the
Motherfuckers,
motherfucker.
they used
but-
to stone people. Get a bunch of fucking
Fuck
rocks
yeah.
on the floor. and
So
stone
those
that
rocks are
motherfucker.
Sheep killed.
nowadays those fucking rocks, those are prevailing wage.
Well, here's the last point I want to bring up is okay. There is the other side of the coin where it is kind of hell on earth. Like they ain't gonna die. They just got to be in jail until they die, and that's kind of like that's fucked up too. So I know I'm with you. I think
Yeah.
fuck that.
Kill
Fuck
them.
that.
Don't give a shit.
They don't deserve
Yeah,
to
because
breathe.
because
But
it's costing the taxpayer to
it's
keep them there in jail,
They did
keep them
something that
incarcerated.
disgusting.
Yeah.
They don't really deserve to breathe,
Right,
in my
right.
opinion. But you
Fuck
know,
all
I
them.
understand the other side of the loophole where they're gonna suffer and they're in jail. They never see the outside. That's kind of hell too. I mean,
Good.
that's-
I think when
Yeah.
you do something, you should have that shit done to you.
Oh,
You're out-
that'll end
You're out-
crime.
Eye for eye,
That'll,
tooth for
that'll
tooth.
end crime.
Absolutely. If you're out raping women, you should get raped by somebody twice your size.
Well, that does happen.
Broomstick
Yep.
up your ass.
I know the prisoners don't take lightly to the damn the rapers.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
if somebody goes in there on that charge, it's like,
Oh, especially
you're done.
especially
You're
the
done.
kids,
Or
especially
child-
it's
child
child
molesters,
no
molesters.
child molester.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell,
you
done.
better know some Jackie Chan shit, or you're gonna get.
Yeah.
Well, Jackie
You're
Chan. Jackie Chan will come. Jackie
Yeah.
Chan your ass too. That's it for you.
You're done.
You're
All
done.
right. So let's go ahead and move on the
Yeah.
list of women.
There was
we will
one
not
more
date.
there that we could use a little bit later. Let's tie this back in. One thing we didn't talk about. She killed her parents, her brother, two husbands,
shit.
a fiance, her children, and some friends and a neighbor.
That's worse than your chick, Ted.
See, and
Got your
one
chick beat.
bullet or a condom could have prevented all this. That bitch should have died. That's all I'm saying.
That's funny.
Kill the
That's
bitch.
funny. We got to write that one down. We're gonna be coming up with, actually off topic a little bit. We're gonna be coming out soon on Instagram and Facebook.
He's gonna be coming out.
We're
soon.
coming out with.
How many closets?
He's
we
coming
got?
out of the closet.
Yeah,
I
we're
already did
coming,
with that outfit.
we're coming out with.
Brokeback Part 2, the sequel.
Okay. All right, we're done.
We love you, man. We love you, man. We love you.
All right,
a lot,
so now say something nice.
Shiny head.
What was our agreement?
if you draw like a line on the top of your head, it look like a cock.
There you go. Hey, I rather look like a cock than pubic hair. So, so we gotta go. So basically, we're gonna be coming out with a collage of our funniest moments on the show. It's gonna be coming out soon on Instagram.
We
so
can
look
actually
for
use
this.
their help if you
Yeah.
if you watch our shows and you see something funny as hell. Send us a message on
us know.
Instagram or Facebook and let us know.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Absolutely.
Okay.
So moving on to our next crazy chick here. Now her name is Amelia Dyer. Amelia Dyer.
Dyer.
She is
name.
only convicted of one murder. I have to say that first.
Only
But her
one?
name is attached to the murder. Her name is attached to the murder of hundreds of infants and children. Okay.
shit.
So now we're talking about just some low down, just disgusting type crazy stuff here. She's killed hundreds of infants and children. She's known to kill hundreds of infants and children. She worked for 20 years at what they call the baby farm in Pennsylvania. And according to the New York Daily News, it is suspected that she killed over 400 infants. Okay, that's what I mean by
That's
hundreds.
insane.
400
Oh,
infants.
hell no.
How though?
She would make basically. Damn, you got me on that one. No, she would. She basically choked them to death. Like she would smother them to death. Smother them.
That's the devil.
And as far as how she got away with it, it doesn't say.
I didn't say it was like SIDS or something like that, or like
No, she just had an appetite for killing infants, killing people's babies. She's of course one of history's most prolific serial killers.
wow.
She was tried for murder. This was in 1896. She was convicted and hung for her crimes.
There you
So
go.
Good, sweet.
nice cheap way to
There you
go.
go.
And
Get a rope.
she should have died. She should have been baby one. That's when they should have took her out. So.
That's crazy, man. That's,
Wow.
They did her too much justice. She should have died a slow one.
Yeah.
You know, like that's
Nice.
They
crazy.
should have suffocated her.
Yeah, bleed her out.
Burn her at the stake.
I'm watching too much of that Sicario shit.
or burn her at the stake. You know, fuck
like
it.
a runner.
Yeah.
Man, but yeah, that's just evil at a whole nother level.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, I don't even. I'm lost
How
for
do you
words here.
fucking
That's
kill a
fucking
child,
disgusting.
man? Like,
That's the shit. Yeah, that's one thing. That's,
and a woman at that, where they bear children. Like, how can a woman?
What the
do
fuck?
that?
Maybe
is
she
what
couldn't.
what is a
Fuck,
farm?
who
A baby
knows?
farm? What is
Yeah.
that?
A bunch of Delanos.
It was a my balls. Oh no.
It's a factory where you just a fucking factory,
factory.
babies popping out and shit.
the baby boss baby.
So that's where the cowboy.
Watch the Boss Baby skit, guys.
I'm a man, baby.
He's got a chapped ass in that.
Be a man, baby.
Every cowboy got to have a farm.
The chastity.
You notice in all of our skits, I'm getting damn near butt naked. So that was our first one.
I
I like,
there.
I like
Boss
what
baby.
I like what's going on. Every cowboy needs a farm. You got a baby farm.
No, this is the sad part. We still haven't explained what the hell is a baby farm and why did she work there?
Yeah, I guess it was a place in Pennsylvania, a facility in Pennsylvania
Arkansas, where?
that raised or that took care of babies, infant babies, and she killed over 400. I just don't see how she
crazy.
killed over 400 infants.
away
and
with
I'm
it.
just
got
saying,
away
where's
with
the
that.
mom and dad that just
Yeah.
birthed the
Well,
child?
these were infants.
They were-
I'm sorry, not infants. These
You know
were
what?
orphans.
It sounds like an
Oh,
orphanage.
okay.
Oh, they were orphans and she just fucking went at it, dude. That's
insane.
what a fucking cabrona.
Well, I mean, they were orphans. No, I'm just it's messed up. Man.
Yeah, and who back checked?
crazy.
And back then, who back checked the kids? Who
Exactly,
even-
right?
Who gave a
Right.
fuck back
That makes
then?
it better.
Yeah, no one cared.
Forensics was real
sounds-
crappy back then. So.
She killed 400 infants, and no one found out about this. This sounds like the Palmdale Children's Services. You can get away with killing kids in Palmdale, apparently.
So that shit isn't even funny, but yeah, that case, oh man,
yeah, that young man.
Yeah.
Two,
Yeah.
there were two
It's
cases.
horrible.
I know that
cases.
one with the Hispanic kid that
Should've
was
hung
just
those
like,
people.
Wow.
Both of them were Hispanic, dude. There were two cases, and they
Was that those are the two that were all reported and nothing done about?
Nothing done about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, the teacher reported it.
Until
The
after
teacher.
the fact. After the fact, they did finally arrest him, but it took murder.
Yeah,
to,
it's
yeah.
like, yeah.
to pull the
Well,
trigger.
I
on
mean,
that?
it's a little too late there now,
Fuck.
buddy.
Yeah, man.
And the workers that were involved in this whole thing, they were fired, of course, but something worse should have happened to them. They should have been arrested.
They shouldn't even be
Should
alive.
have been
No,
arrested.
they're still facing.
Take those
they're-
fuckers
they're-
out, too.
They're
Still facing criminal
they're still
charges?
facing criminal
Good,
charges.
good.
That's the ones you want to serve the rest of their life out. They're gonna get fucked up in jail.
Absolutely.
Like they're gonna
Absolutely.
be like passed around for cigarettes and shit.
Oh man, that's
Yeah.
not. That's doable.
It's sad. I saw pictures of that young man. I mean, he had patches of his hair. This is
Oh,
before he
man.
was killed.
Yeah.
that's
Patches of
sad.
his hair was ripped out.
Yeah.
I think he came to school one day. His eyeball was.
Messed up.
It was
fucked
just
up.
damn
See,
near.
that's
like,
neglect on all levels. The teachers, everybody.
Here's another. Did you hear this one? Where?
Oh.
Did you hear this one? Where the autopsy? He had pellets, like pellets in
Yeah,
his body,
yeah.
in his body, because his stepfather would shoot at him for like practice and shit.
with the honey, with the
with the
yeah.
BB, with
Pellet
the BB
gun,
gun,
yeah.
with the pellet gun. Oh,
Wow.
fuck that
That was-
puto.
Yeah, he
deserves to die.
Man,
homie.
bring that motherfucker on this show so we can all just
Yeah,
stump his ass.
For sure.
He gonna get
every
beat
fucking
down
one of them.
every day.
Every one of them involved. Fuck them all, man.
Yeah,
He gonna
Fuck
get
'em,
beat down on a daily basis. I'm sure.
sick
It's
ass.
un-
If you're a
Unacceptable.
grown man out
That's
there,
that's green light like crazy for that type of environment when you know they know that everybody's been neglected, the kid's dead. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
That's like nobody cares about. There's a fight. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's my lunch break.
yeah, go, right, exactly.
If you're, this is a man's show, the Mentality Show, and you know we're a show that's geared towards our men viewers. We have lots of women viewers as well. But if you're a man out there, if you're anybody out there, an adult of any kind, and you're putting your hand on a child in an abusive way, some kids need their little bottoms whooped. Okay, we'll say that.
Yeah.
but
Yeah, spank a
but
kid.
if you out there just doing the most and you're just beating a kid like he's a fucking
for fun,
dope,
for fun,
fun and all kinds of
nah,
stuff,
man.
or sexually abusing a child in any kind of way, your ass you need to be decapitated.
I'm telling you.
decapitated.
Well, hey, you know
Sorry,
what?
need to be decapitated.
They're gonna have some fun with your ass
In
in
jail,
prison.
yeah.
Or castrated.
They're gonna get you.
They're gonna
Castrated
get
and
that ass,
decapitated.
And you know what the fucked up thing about prison is that he's gonna be put in protective custody.
Yeah.
because
They'll
of
get some
his
stuff.
crime.
Which is
But
a crock of shit.
they'll get ways
You know
around
what?
that.
They should be going back to hanging them. Just hang them high in the streets.
Right.
Put them at the fucking city
I left my
entrance.
key.
And just let them fucking dangle there.
Hang them from their dicks.
So the BTK killer can look at him and masturbate.
Jeffrey Dahmer can slice him up and be like, oh, he's dead now, says or whatever.
All right, so what we got? Number 6. Who was that, Bato
Number
V?
6.
You wanted this one specifically
Oh, this is
because she's Mexican, right?
She's Mexican. She
And a
fucks-
wrestler.
She's a professional. Is Nacho Libre?
No, right? Not Nacha Libre.
Nacho Libre.
This is Juana Barraza.
Juana
Juana Barraza.
Barraza. See,
What
you
was
don't
that?
say
What
that.
do I do?
Juana Barraza, compa. This chick was a Mexican professional wrestler.
What?
Yeah,
Beat that ass.
What? You know,
And
they
kill
called
that
her.
ass.
They called her the old lady killer. She murdered between 42 and 48 elderly women, and was later sentenced to 759
Good
years
Lord.
in prison.
Wow.
What did she do?
I wonder if
So
she's
she's
ever
still
gonna
in
come out.
Yeah, she's still there.
She's still there.
So you're saying there's a chance.
So they're saying there's a chance, 750
They buried her in jail. They just had the funeral right there. Just dig a hole right there.
Yeah.
Right?
Keep that
I
shit
got
locked.
750 more years to go. Shit.
What did she do?
She would beat and strangle her victims, and then
cold.
steal their possessions. She was
Strong.
caught in 2006 and they found her guilty for only 16 counts of murder and aggravated burglary in 2008.
Okay, let me say this: if you're killing somebody, with a gun, a knife, poison, that's bad. But if you're killing somebody with your bare hands, you have to be a monster. I mean, all these people are monsters.
But hold
your
on though.
bare hands.
But hold on though. But she was killing old ladies, man.
Yeah, exactly.
These are old people. These are old people that can't defend themselves. Like a kid too, dude. Like if you're like 80
Elderly.
years old, or
Probably thought like they're gonna die anyways.
I mean, like shit. Like
strange.
that's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
fucking, you're a beast if you can kill like somebody your age and shit like that. But it's different.
No,
you know?
most of them don't. They all prey on the weak.
Exactly.
Anyway.
Of course.
Yeah.
As you can
They want an
see,
easy
all
kill.
these fuckers that have killed anybody or done anything, they're all bullies.
Yeah.
All of them
Yeah.
have been bullies. I see it like that. Mental
And
Except
they
for
probably,
Eileen Warner's.
I have enough money to bet that none of them got their ass whipped as children. So I
Nope.
mean, just
Except for
spare
the
the
wrestler.
rod sometimes. The
She's a
wrestler,
wrestler.
yeah, the wrestler might have
It's
got her ass whipped, but
Eileen Warner's probably got her ass whooped too. I bet
Yeah.
she got her ass whooped
Yeah.
and raped.
sometimes they got overly whooped and raped. So you can't.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like crossing the line. I mean,
Out of all these women on here, I have to say so far, Eileen Warnos, I would have just a little sympathy for because of what happened to her in her childhood. But some of these other chicks, they just seem like they were just maybe privileged women who had issues. But Eileen Wuornos, maybe this is because we saw her movie and we saw the insight of her life. She had a rough time coming up.
But
that still doesn't.
But Hollywood glorifies you
justify.
Hollywood will glorify her just a little bit so they can make money. You know what I'm saying? They still
Add
doesn't
to the story.
that still doesn't justify what the fuck she did to these people. I mean, these vatos were out there trying to be happy and shit. Oh shit, boom, I'm dead. Like kill somebody.
Yeah,
like,
you got me.
fucking
V.
bad for
I was
me.
going with Delano, but you got me. Fuck her.
Yeah. Well, literally.
Imagine you having a good time with a woman, all of a sudden,
Like, hi, bitch. Oh.
It's her last good. I don't even think
That's
did she let him stick it in, or I think she popped him. I think it was done before that even happened.
She didn't even give him a chance to do it.
Yeah, it was
She's
just like so.
she picked them up, and what it was is she would pick up these fools, and then she would just fucking. They thought they were gonna handle business with her, and she just took fucking straight on shot. Like,
That's fucked up.
What a way to go.
So they died with blue balls, man.
Yeah, pretty much. Damn. That's
all right, we got to get through this list, gentlemen. Tech C, what do you have? Number 7, the 7th chick we would not date.
Kristen Gilbert.
What's up with her? What did she
She's
do?
another broad who I guess I'm assuming is a nurse, and she killed her patients. Veterans Affairs Medical Center. She killed.
Somebody didn't do their homework.
I didn't know I had more than one.
Oh, really? Your name is on it.
She shot
right
him
next
up.
to it.
She shot him up with. I can't even read that. Epinephrine.
Some shit.
Epinephrine.
Epinephrine. Epinephrine.
One of those.
Can't read it either.
We're going to have a doctor on our show
Spell
coming
it.
in the next
Spell
few
it.
weeks. We'll ask him
So
about
it's
this.
an untraceable heart stimulant which causes a cardiac arrest.
What does that do? What is epinephrine? What does that do?
It causes a cardiac arrest.
This sounds like a high dose of cocaine.
There you go.
So she would shoot him with it, and then she would respond to the emergency code herself, and let him die.
That's some fucking.
That don't
shit.
sound too bad.
Like help me. Like help me.
She called.
You just killed me.
Well, since we don't know much about her, that's pretty much her story, right? Okay.
Fuck
That's
that
it.
bitch. Fuck that puta.
Fuck all these. Fuck all these.
Cabrona.
haters. All right, number 8. What happened there? Who would you? Number 8 on the list.
Number
chicks
8 that we would
date,
not
Rashawn.
date and we would probably shoot if we saw. Nanny Das.
What'd she do?
Das killed 11 people between 1920 and 1954, including 4 of her husbands, 2 children,
He didn't do
2
homework either.
of her sisters, her mother, a grandson, a mother-in-law.
So she killed her family.
She was known as the Giggling Granny, Lonely Hearts Killer, the Black Widow,
Damn, she got 8
and Lady
nicknames.
Bluebeard.
Damn. Lady Blue Balls.
Her main method of murder
Blue balls, blue beard, blue
was
hair.
rat poison.
Of course.
Again.
Poison.
She pleaded guilty and was sentenced to life imprisonment, and she died in 1965.
Oh, she's gone, dead.
Nanny
boy.
Das.
Enough for her.
Isn't rat
Crazy.
poison arsenic anyways?
Yes.
Yeah.
Same shit.
Yeah.
Arsenic. Yeah.
I heard that from a friend anyway. So
Isn't that meth? Isn't that meth? Rat poison.
I know,
Isn't that what that is? Just kill them with meth.
People out there smoking arsenic.
Real shit. I think that's meth.
Turned to a mouse and shit. Like what the fuck?
Oh my gosh! If you're a killer or you've known someone who smoked arsenic, give us a call, dog.
What's it called? 818.
All right, Sculligan, who's your chick?
all
Who
right,
would
for
you not
number
date?
9, checking in, Dorothy Puente. She was originally local here from Redlands, California.
Oh, local.
She ran a boarding house in Sacramento.
Local.
She murdered her elderly and mentally disabled boarders. She would then cash in their Social Security checks.
Wow.
So there we have. It wasn't sex, but money checking in again. They called her the Death House Lady. She was charged with 9 of them. There was a whole lot more though.
This is more of a recent one, huh?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
Yeah.
2011,
Puto.
right?
1993 is when she was sentenced.
Back then, you can go to the check cashing places and cash anybody's check. right?
yeah, yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
Go to liquor
With
stores.
no
and
ID.
Cash anybody's check.
She would also withhold their mail. She would go through their mail and withhold them if there was any cash or anything of value in there. She'd pinch that too.
tax returns and
Or
shit.
Yeah, that's it. So she had plenty of nicknames: Death House Lady, the Black Widow of Sacramento, and the Grandma Serial Killer.
How many Black Widows? Why they gotta call these chicks Black Widows?
Because they're bitches that bite.
Oh, how come they can't
up.
be, how come they can't be ginger widows and shit? You know what I mean?
You always
Why
got
always
to be
gotta be
picking on. Why
Black
you got
widows,
picking on
man?
my people? Fucking kicking me in the shins under the table and shit.
I know. I'm gonna have to work on my biases towards redhead people.
All right, work on it. And she also was featured on
Trump is your
numerous
people.
television shows. She had, looks like 3 of them. 3 television shows: Crime Stories, Deadly Women, and A Stranger in My Home.
I watched that show, Deadly Women. That's a crazy show, man.
Yeah, they're sad cards. Shit.
There's another one called Snapped. And soft
Snapped,
females.
yeah,
Oh,
Snapped.
fuck.
Oh, yeah,
If you guys
Snapped
want
is
to,
good.
if you guys, men out there, if you guys are, trying to see if there's a red flag in when you're a woman, you might want to catch these shows, man, because these shows are pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Be like,
Fuck yeah.
You're not gonna want to date anymore.
Yeah, if they can think of it, it's happening.
Oh,
so
hell
it's
yeah.
not
Right.
fake.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Somewhere
Right.
in the
Like,
world it's
damn.
happened before.
And I'm sure there has to be something about these women that some type of red flag indicating they're something's wrong.
Yeah.
And I don't know, were they that fine or was the pussy that good that they just? I mean, that people ignored it.
There was a
No,
man.
If you
there
look
was,
at some of the
there was
pictures,
a man that
women are
got
fucking
scared.
horrible looking.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, sorry we couldn't show the pictures
We'll
because
post
of
them
our production.
Just go look them up.
They were all fucking ugly
Issues
anyway.
here, but
and
yeah.
sex probably would have fucking stopped all of this from happening.
Well, we got
this woman here, this bitch here. She was married 4 fucking times, and after the 4th time, she was looking in local bars for older men receiving benefits. She was busted stealing their shit, forging all their checks,
Horny old man.
and she was charged with 34 counts of treasury fraud. For all of that, she just received
Wow,
probation.
good homework. Todd does his homework.
Probation.
Sculligan does his homework. All right,
That's
so
what
none
we
of-
do.
So none of these chicks were hot, but we do have one. We all voted unanimously. One person didn't.
Oh, we did?
That there is one hot chick on this list. One person didn't. And you probably know the name when I say it. Jodi Arias. Jodi Arias. All right, don't act like y'all didn't. We didn't talk about this. Everybody knows Jodi Arias. On June 4th, 2008, she
crazy.
murdered her boyfriend Travis Victor Alexander. This dude was murdered by his girlfriend Jodi Arias in his house in Mesa, Arizona. Okay, apparently she murdered him right after they had all kinds of crazy sex.
Yep.
He went to the shower. As he's in the shower, she's even taking pictures and snapshots. Oh, you're so sexy, you're so hot. And next thing, the guy's in the shower posing and, like, oh, my girl is into me and everything like that. And then the next shot, the dude is laying in the shower with, just
With his
cut
neck.
up and bloody
With his neck.
with his
sliced.
neck hanging out.
Oh, man.
Man.
So she just snapped. And from what you told me, LaShawn, she snapped because of what? What happened?
Wednesday crush, some kind of shit that he posted on Instagram or whatever. Like, she got frustrated because of that. And I'm not sure, 100% sure if it's the same case, but she sat there and waited for the police to come, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I heard that
that
too.
was
She was like, yeah, I'm here. He's dead. And
I did it.
I did
Yeah.
it.
Yeah, I pulled this bitch up too, and I didn't vote on this, but she's fucking ugly.
Well, in that picture she is, but when she's made up, she was voted one of the hottest crazy chicks, right?
Congratulations, you're
Voted
crazy.
by Delano.
Let me see.
No, she's not cute.
Don't
there,
try
but
and make her good looking. 'cause
No, I'm not. I'm trying to see if the whole thing about
She
her
had the
just sitting
glasses.
there-
She had that teacher. She
Travis
was just girl
Alexander,
next
you
door
dumb
look,
fuck.
Yeah, the girl next door that kill you.
Yeah, yeah. She
Yeah.
that fucking
She,
dude's cuter than her.
And sorry, if you want to know what she looks like, look her up on. You can just Google her image. Jodi Arias, crazy chick. She's the most modern one on the list here. This happened in 2008. She killed her boyfriend because of an Instagram like or a Facebook like that the gentleman.
A Wednesday woman crush.
Wednesday woman crush. Okay, so if you're
Oh,
a man out there and you,
Why couldn't he just
Or-
crush on his own girl?
I know, right?
especially knowing how
That's his
crazy
fault,
she
right?
She stayed out.
Yeah.
That's his fucking fault.
Yeah, he fucked up.
is, who you been hanging out with?
He's been- if
All
you're
right.
if you guys are out there looking at Instagram models, you're pretty much gonna get your throat slit. So just be careful. out there.
Damn,
Be
that's
careful.
deep.
Balls
All right,
deep.
so and then
Careful,
one last.
German.
There's one last group of women out here on this list that I would not date.
Floating head.
One last group of women. LaShawn, you with us?
Floating
There's
head.
one last. Sometimes LaShawn loses focus. So there's one last group of women out here that I would not date ever again. That's all my crazy ex-girlfriends. So before we end the show, is there anyone?
Can we get
In
one of his
your
crazy
lives-
ex-girlfriends to call in?
Is there
I know, right?
anyone
Call
in your
in, yeah.
lives?
Delano's ex
Oh,
is
y'all
call
trying to
in.
put me on? Okay, all right.
818
Can we get
570
y'all's
5085.
ex-girlfriends to call in too?
Call in the hot dog head.
Is there anyone? Is there anyone in your life in your past that you dated or currently dating
You think it
that
was
you would
crazy?
say would come close to being on this list?
Maybe
anybody.
You know what? I had this one ex girlfriend. I was like 18 years old, and this chick, was pretty out there, man. And it's not that I was afraid of her, but it was one of those things where I was cautious. Like, oh shit, she
What
was
did she
very,
do?
very. No, she was jealous, man. We'll talk about it after the show.
He's scared for his life.
I don't want to put her name out there. Her name is
All right.
Jennifer.
Well, that's pretty much our show. Okay, let me do any closing last words, gentlemen. Any last words?
Hey,
Stay safe.
hey, just want to say stay exactly. Stay safe. Happy Halloween to all of you guys out there, baby.
Yes,
Happy
take-
Halloween.
Watch
Yes.
your kids,
Happy
watch your
holidays.
kids, watch the crazy ass drivers out there.
Crazy as that.
There was
exactly.
some story where some 5-year-old kid had to go to the hospital for meth because he was trick or treating and
Yeah.
they
Check
found
those
meth in
candies.
his candy.
Check those
Really?
candies.
Nah, man, that's insane.
That's
That's
fucked.
crazy.
That's
Go to the
fucked up.
schools,
Nah.
go to the malls. Don't go to people's houses.
And you know what? That's another
Motherfuckers
reminder.
crazy
You know,
out there.
put all your drugs, paraphernalia, your meds, whether it be legal or not, put them the fuck away, especially today, because the kids don't know the difference between that shit and candy.
Exactly,
Absolutely.
man. Especially
All
the
right.
babies.
So let's get into we have a thing called Mexican word. What is our Halloween Mexican word of the day, Vatovi?
Hotel.
Hotel. How is hotel our Mexican word of the day?
You can't trust anyone these days. I told that girl a secret, and that hotel, everybody.
Our producer loves that one right there. All right, so let's go ahead and thank our sponsor, LA Aerial Image, Horizons Upgrade. Okay, check them out if you want to add any type of energy efficiency on your home.
Delano might show up.
Call LA Aerial Image and Tech C will show up. All right, so if you want to catch us, that's our time. If you want to catch us, our old episodes, you can catch us on YouTube. You can catch us on our website is www.thementalityshow.com. LAtalkradio.com is where you saw us today. Facebook Live. Tell your family. Tell your friends. Tell everybody. Happy Halloween. We love
Halloween.
you, Mentalians.
Yo, we
We'll
love
see you
y'all.
next week. Peace.
Vámonos.
With their help.
Oh, by the way, you're good in life, but remember, with our help, you could be the best. We'll see you next week, folks.
You're listening to The Mentality Show, only on LA Talk Radio.